I guess you could call this a cat fight. I went into this film with the expectations of it being a kids' film with way too much effort put into it. Instead, it was a teenage melodrama with way too much effort put into it. Until the climax, when it did in fact turn into a kids' film with way too much effort put into it. Oh, wait, that's not a good introduction to this video. People are gonna fucking click off. This film is surprisingly charming for anybody who's willing to give it a chance. From Muge's delusional view of the world when it comes to Hinode, to the underplayed yet effectively complicated family dynamics that both characters have, everything in this film feels like it's in service to developing the charming main characters and their adorable relationship with one another. It's like the people creating it wanted to prove that they could make a better film than Ghibli, so they chose their worst movie and somehow managed to make it actually good. They even got the voice actors for Arrietty to come in and give a genuinely engaging performance. I don't know much about voice acting, but that only means that when I do notice it in a positive or negative light, that must mean that the actor or actress voicing the part is either doing something very right or very wrong. Fortunately for this film, Mirai Shidai is the former. Honestly, my only real issue with the film is that I didn't like the latter half quite as much as the first, since I personally found that it worked because it was such a simple story that only used its supernatural elements when needed, and without spoiling too much, that didn't happen in the second half. That's not to say that it was bad by any means, when you consider that the whole emotional crux of the cat transformations throughout the film was to demonstrate that it's not good to wear a mask and pretend you're okay when you're not, and that you shouldn't run away from your problems. Having the whole climax focused on this element makes narrative sense. It just wasn't what I was hoping for. It would be like if you were in the mood for pizza and somebody gave you a cake. It's still great, it's just not what I was looking for in that moment. The film is great, the characters are charming, the concept is new and exciting, and it's on Netflix, so you have no excuse not to watch it. Unless you're one of those sick, disgusting lepers that don't like cats, in which case maybe you should swallow a bullet or two, because even the end credits of this movie made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. 8 out of 10. This video is the 29th in a series of daily uploads where I review some movies I missed over the last decade in the hopes of making the ultimate anime of the decade list. If you have any suggestions for any anime, film or TV, released from 2011 to 2020, please tell me in the comments. I want to find out about it now as opposed to after I make the big ass video. Also, I'm going to say some cringy sellout shit, and tomorrow's film it's just a bunch of shorts. Here's a list of all the shorts I'm going to be reviewing if you want to join me. See you then.